Welcome video, the fourth part of this series. In this video, we will continue the work after preparing the model in SketchUp and starting in the Lumion program first. We make sure that the model elements are distributed according to their type, each separately in a tag designated for them so that we can begin dealing with them. We close all tags except the ones we want to export to Lumion. We save the file in a lower saving format because if it is not in a lower format, an error message will appear. After that, from the import file, choose the file you want to insert. After entering the model, we specify a fixed coordinate point in order to assign the rest of the elements to it when importing them into Lumion. After that, we prepare a number of layers depending on the type and number of elements that we will import into the program. Because we will enter the same file more than once, we change its name from within Lumion and stop at a different layer when entering each file. After that, we make sure that all the elements and components of the project are imported and that each element is on its own layer, because this makes it easier to control the file, and turning off this layer reduces the size of the file and facilitates movement within it. Then, we specify the shots that we want to extract from the Lumion before the file becomes crowded with elements, and we can modify them at any time. The choice of these shots depends on the elements you want to show, the relationships you want to highlight, or the distinctive elements that are worth emphasizing. After that, we move to the stage of replacing elements within the program, which we mentioned in the previous videos. We do this step for all elements of the project, and this process may be considered tedious and takes some time to do, so be patient. Then we move to the material stage, including tiles and others, and we can choose materials from the Lumion program or work with the materials that we gave to the elements in the sketch program. The properties of these materials can be modified in the Lumion program by defining the location of the images of these materials, and we begin to modify their properties in a way that suits each material. We do this process for all the elements inside the model to ensure that they are output correctly, completely complete, and with the least amount of errors. Then we move to the render settings stage. To simplify things, we open a file of the models provided by the Lumion program, save the settings of this file, and then add these settings to our file. Then, we modify the footage, adding all the project elements, and we add render properties as well. After that, we experiment with making a render to verify the product to ensure its readiness to be in its final form. We can also add a video of the project to complete the final appearance of the project, but it takes longer. This is an overview of the final product, and if you have any comments, please share them with us. Thus, the fourth part of this series and the topic of the next part will be how to prepare a project report. See you soon in the fifth and final part of this series, so stay tuned